Welcome back to the Thread Laces Podcast, hosted by your favorite people, Nate and, of course, Donnie.
What's up?
We're so happy to be back. We're so sorry for the months we were gone, but that, I promise you, will never happen again. We're here with the weekly uploads. For these first few weeks before the season starts, we're going to be doing a double upload weeks, so stay tuned for that. This will be the first episode. We're going to be doing our fantasy rankings at each position and some guys that we think could boom this year and help you win your fantasy leagues, and some guys we think you should stay away from. So, the beauty of this is our mixed opinions, our mixed advice, and we just want to entertain you guys and help you guys win your fantasy leagues as we go. So, what do you want to start? You want to start QB, RB, wide receiver, tight end? What you guys want to start with? I feel like we should save QB. Let's start with RBs. Let's start with the running backs, and then we'll move over to the tight end, wide receiver, quarterback.
I like that.
We'll start running backs. Go. I'm gonna start with my honorable mentions. Guys I feel like could be top 10, but didn't make my list. Obviously, there's a lot of great running backs, receivers, quarterbacks, but they might not make the list. They can't all be top 10. So my honorable mentions, I got. And I'm going to explain why they're not in my top 10 because some people are going to be confused here. So Devin Ashani, or Chaney, however you want to say his last name, I have him, my honorable mention. Mostert had his best season of his career last year, so they're definitely going to be splitting carries. And you got Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle on the outside. The Dolphins love throwing the ball. I don't feel like he'll break that in there, or he'll break in that top 10. Kyren Williams is another one. They just got Blake Corum, one of the best running backs out of the draft, and they've been playing him quite a lot. And the Rams dump running backs like they're freaking high school girlfriends, bro. Like, I've never seen a team that treats running backs the way that the Rams do.
I agree with that part too.
Like Cam Akers, dude had a phenomenal season for them, brought him to the NFC Championship. And then he got hurt, and they cut him like he was nothing when he was literally one of the best running backs that year. He had 0 fumbles until the whole season, until he fumbled against the Bucs, Tom Brady's Bucs.
Yeah.
NFC Championship game, his first fumble of the whole season.
And that was the end of his career there.
Yeah, it ended it right there. So I just don't trust Rams running backs personally. So I have him off my list as well. And then Derrick Henry, guy's been a top 10 running back most of his career. When it comes to fantasy. And, this year they got Keaton Mitchell, who blew up last year. I feel like these guys are going to be splitting carries more than these guys I have in the top 10. You see dads over here already stressing.
Yeah, this is crazy.
And then, I'm mentioning these guys so you guys aren't confused when I start doing my list. And then I got James Cook. He's going to have so. Again, these guys can be top 10. That's why I'm mentioning them. They can be, but they didn't make my list. I'm sorry. Right. James Cook, he's going to have all the carries over there in Buffalo. And, I feel like they're going to be running a lot more than usual because James Cook did have a good season last year, at least to me. So I feel like he can definitely be in the top 10 list. And then Ken Walker, he has yet to have a top 10 fantasy season. And with what's going on in Seattle, if he can stay healthy, we will see a top 10 season out of him. Like this year, maybe the following. As there's quarterbacks over there going to be fighting for their life. Drew Lock, and Geno. So, the last guy I got, honorable mention, who I love this year. I think he's going to blow up and do great, but I can't put him top 10 yet. Zamir White. I feel like he can be top 10 with his explosiveness. That's how good he is. He's going to be a league winner for a lot of you guys. A lot of people that get him. He's a guy that's going in later rounds. Like, I've done a bunch of drafts now. It seems like he's going in like rounds 5 and 6, which is crazy. I feel like who will eventually be a top. He'll probably be a round 3 pick next year after the season he has this year, in my personal opinion. But those are the guys I have that can make top 10, but I don't have them on my list.
You made some good points, but I no.
Which ones don't you agree with?
Your top 3 there, bud.
Ashani, Kyren, and Derrick Henry, you have them in your top 10? Yeah. Well, then you got 3 guys on my list that you don't have in your top 10, so be definitely interesting. So we'll start with number 10. Who you got number 10? I've done a lot of talking here. Who you got 10?
That's where I got Shani at.
You got Ashani 10?
Shani at 10.
At my 10, I got Alvin Kamara. Now, he's a sleeper this year. He's going to go under everyone's radar like this guy because he was hurt last season. He was hurt like most of the season. And this year he's going to come in, and I'm telling you, if he is healthy, he will fly under everyone's radar. And I think he sneaks in that top 10. They don't have anything else. They have nothing else. You have Chris Olave and, quite frankly, not the greatest quarterbacks over there. You got Derek Carr. And, I mean, I heard some good things about Spencer Rattler, but he's never even seen an NFL field before. So I feel like they're going to rely a lot on Kamara, which is why he got hurt last season and why he didn't really want to play. He seemed like he wasn't trying to rush back from his injury. He took a lot of time.
He did take a
lot of time.
And
I feel like if he plays all year with his receiving and rushing ability, I couldn't leave him out of here. That's why I put him at 10. Because he's been a top 10 fantasy running back every single year of his career that he was healthy. I just can't take him out. I can't take him out. That's why I gave him the 10 spot. But yeah, there's my reasoning on Kamara 10.
Yeah, I mean,
so that's one guy you obviously have off.
Yeah, that's
one of three.
Okay. Yeah. I don't have Alvin Kamara.
Who's your number 9 here?
Kyren Williams.
Kyren Williams. I mean, he can be top 10. It depends how the Rams are playing their running backs this year. Blake.
The only reason I got him down there is because Cooper Kupp's healthy.
Yeah.
And you got Puka Nacua.
Yeah.
I mean, with them guys healthy, Kyren Williams, they're still going to use him. I just can't put him higher than that. I just can't. But he can't not make my list. The kid showed that he's phenomenal when he touches that ball. So
yeah, he definitely showed that. But I can't trust Rams. I can't trust the Rams RBs. All right, my number 9 is Jahmyr Gibbs. He's the only person on here that I see splitting carries this season. But last year he was the number 10 ranked fantasy running back, and that was as a rookie. And he had a lot more carries towards Montgomery last year than he will this year. I feel like there's a lot of workload coming for him, like especially with Dan Campbell realizing how good the kid is. I mean, obviously he knew his potential. Like obviously he knew Gibbs' potential, but now he
I almost
really
wanted
knows.
to put both the running backs in the top 10, but I couldn't.
Montgomery's never even been a top 10 running back in fantasy.
Yeah, but he scores more touchdowns than Jahmyr Gibbs does.
I don't think he will this year. I think it'll be. I think you'll see a lot heavier workload on Mr. Gibbs.
The only reason. All right, let me say this.
You don't have Gibbs?
I got Gibbs as my next number 8.
Oh, okay.
But
so you do have Gibbs.
But Gibbs is having hamstring problems right now, so that scares me. If that don't clear up, then you're gonna see Dave Montgomery blow up. But if he's fine, they're gonna split, man. I don't know what to say, but they split last year, and Gibbs was killing it, man. I love that kid. But David Montgomery's what, 30?
He's up there. He's like 29 or 30. Yeah, he's one of the guys.
I thought he was 30.
He's one of the guys pushing retirement.
Right. He's pushing towards the end. Gibbs is just starting. So, I mean, that's why I had to put Gibbs in there, man. I have to.
The year he had last year as a rookie, like, those first few weeks, he did not give me
touches
as he did near the end of the season.
Yeah, he was
and he still became that number 10 guy.
Yeah. So, I'm excited about him, really.
So, you got Gibbs at 8?
I got Gibbs at 8.
My number 8, I got Isaiah Pacheco. That's probably another guy you don't have.
I don't have him in mind.
Well,
he was close, but no.
Pacheco last year as a rookie was number 15, and he didn't even start from week 1. Number 15 running back.
And he runs so hard, dude. Like, he's like one of them guys that just. I mean,
he's
every time he touches the ball, he.
He pounds.
I love that.
He pounds that hole. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like you're gonna see a lot heavier workload from Isaiah Pacheco this year. Like.
He's a hole pounder.
The Chiefs know what they got in Pacheco. He's good out of the backfield receiving the ball, and obviously he is great running the ball.
Well, one of the receivers might be suspended for the year.
Marquise Brown's hurt for like 4 to 6 weeks, and Rashee Rice is still up for suspension. The NFL hasn't gave him a suspension yet, but
if they do,
it's possible.
Pacheco's going to get a lot more touches.
I have him at 8 because like I said, that bigger workload, and like he said, the receivers are iffy these first few weeks.
Yeah, they are.
I was
kind of excited seeing Hollywood with Mahomes. Honestly,
yeah, I was too. I
thought he did decent with Lamar.
In my opinion, I feel like Mahomes has his best wide receiver core he's ever had in his career this year. Like obviously Tyreek Hill's the best receiver he's ever had, but. they were not as deep as they are this year. Rashee Rice, how he played last year, Marquise Brown, and then Xavier Worthy's just dusting everybody that tries to guard him.
Yeah, those kids. He's fast.
Yeah, Bills, what is your problem? They took a running back over Xavier Worthy. I just don't get it. You got James Cook, but I got Isaiah Pacheco at number 8. Probably going to surprise a lot of people, but like I said, number 15 last year as a rookie. It wasn't even their number 1 starter going into the season.
It's not that big of a surprise.
But yeah, I like Pacheco. I think that he's really good, and I think that he's a guy that you can get in later rounds or the mid rounds that can help win your league. I think that he'll be top 10. But yeah, that leads us to number 7. Who you got? You got in your 7th spot.
My 7th spot, Saquon Barkley.
So that's exactly where I got Saquon.
Do you?
Yeah, Saquon 7.
Oh,
I feel like he'll have just the right amount of workload with the Eagles. I feel like they'll make sure that he stays healthy.
Only reason I have Saquon that low is because there's so many weapons on that team, man.
Well, exactly. He's exactly why he'll get just the right amount of workload.
Yeah.
When he played for the Giants, he's getting 30 rushes a game. Literally every game. He's getting nearing 30 or around 30 rushes. He's not going to do that in Philly. Philly likes to pass. They like to run with their quarterback. They got a lot of weapons. You're going to see Saquon have a little bit of a lower workload, but it'll be just right for him to keep him healthy. That's why I got him at 7, especially these 6 guys above him. But, yeah, Saquon's my 7. Anything to add?
I don't know. I mean, I just think that when he does get the ball, I think he's going to do good. I mean, the dude's a monster.
Yeah, for sure.
So how's he going to – I mean, I don't see him regressing or nothing. I feel like he's just going to be fine. I just don't think he's going to get a bigger workload like he did, like the Giants tried to give him.
Yeah.
So, like you're saying, that right there is going to keep him healthy. Because them injuries, man.
I mean, it's because he's got to run the ball 30 times.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. When you got to hand the ball to him, 75% of the time of the game, people's going to get injured. So I'm excited about him, actually.
I'm excited about
I'm excited about him. I'm excited about that whole team this year.
Different.
Because they didn't lower. They upgraded the team.
Yeah, they definitely got better.
So anybody out there trying to say that the Eagles ain't better than it was last year, their team looks better. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, for sure. I'll start with number 6. So number 6, I feel like this is the other guy you don't have, Rachaad White. Is that who you don't have?
Nope.
I knew it. Rachaad White. Those are his 3. Rachaad White, Pacheco, and Kamara.
Yep.
Sorry. I got Rachaad White number 6 because he slept on. I mean, period. He slept on. He finished RB4 last year.
He slept on.
So I don't know how he's flying under everybody's radar. Every tier list I've watched from these pro fantasy players, like I don't see them in,
that was good.
I mean, I don't see them in 5 championships showing receipts from the previous season. Most of these guys are missing playoffs, losing in their playoffs. Bro, I literally don't lose in fantasy. There ain't no luck to it. It's pure research. It's pure, dude. I'm trying to tell you. You follow my advice, you will win your fantasy leagues. I promise you. I literally promise you. You will get there. All 5 leagues, championship. Come on now, stop playing. Stop playing with me.
Okay, last year, just real quick before we move on. Last year, what place you get?
2nd. Lost in the championship.
No, I'm sorry, the year before.
3rd.
Your first year in it.
3rd.
Okay, and then last year you got 2nd.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That means this year.
So you went 3-2.
Knocking. Who's that?
1?
Is that Jalen Hurts?
One?
Is that Jalen Hurts calling for a championship? Yeah, it is.
Oh, he's
talking
not
about fantasy. Bro.
He's not winning the championships.
I said fantasy, bro. Oh, no. He's leading me to my fantasy championship. But yeah, I got Rachaad number 6. The guy is a dual threat out the backfield, receiving wise and running wise. The kid is great. Todd Bowles and company know what they have in him, and Mike Evans is getting a little older. Godwin's injuries. They're going to rely just as heavy on the run game, if not more heavy on the run game than they will the pass game. I got Rachaad White, 6.
Okay. I have Travis Etienne, number 6. I wanted to put him a little higher because he was
surprising.
Yeah, I know. I knew you were going to say that.
He was running back 2 last year? You had him.
Yeah, I had him. He was
2, I think? 2 or 3. I know he's top 3.
He was running back 1 on the last 6 weeks of the year.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think he ended up running back 3 for the year for fantasy.
So what's got ETN dropping on your list here?
The team, to me, I don't think they got better. I think that their team ain't gonna be that good this year altogether. But ETN's still gonna get his workload. He'll still get his points. I just think it's gonna go just a little lower than we had him last year. So I got him at 6.
Who you got at 5?
Derrick Henry.
Wow.
Derrick Henry, 5.
Wow.
He ain't going nowhere.
Wow.
He ain't going nowhere. You got Lamar Jackson, you got Derrick Henry, and nobody else. What's going to happen?
Nobody else.
You go, I'm going to say Flowers, huh?
Mark Andrews, likely. Are you kidding me?
Dude, likely for one, it's a second tight end, not even the first one.
You know how many double tight end sets you're going to see this year?
You're going to see Mark Andrews, Derrick Henry, Lamar Jackson. That's your team. Zay Flowers. Zay Flowers. Everybody's like hyped up on the Zay Flowers.
He's good.
I ain't saying he ain't no good, but to me, Derrick Henry is not going to regress. The dude's he's too good to regress. If you like, not even having him on the top 5 is absolutely ridiculous to me. Like he is a top 5 running back, like in the league right now for sure. And ain't nobody can touch it. And if you don't agree with that, I don't even know what to say to you.
This is not a running back list. This is a fantasy list.
That's what I meant.
If this is a running back list,
Running back
Derrick
fantasy
Henry's
list,
on my
whatever.
top 5. Just like Nick Chubb's in my top 5. We're doing running back list.
Oh, Nick Chubb
But
is on my list.
this ain't no this ain't a top list.
You know what I
Fantasy.
meant. You know what I meant, though.
Lamar Jackson, bro.
What about him? Was he on your running back list?
Lamar Jackson. That's all I gotta say. He's not gonna be top 5 because of Lamar Jackson.
Whatever.
Lamar Jackson.
Wrong again, guys.
He runs, he throws, bro. That's their superstar. Derrick Henry is there to
That
compliment
it's changed. It's gonna change because Derrick Henry's there.
him. Derrick, dude. Oh my God. Wow. Top 5 is crazy. Top 5 is crazy. Oh my Lord. I can't wait for this. I can't wait for this.
Derrick
Okay.
Henry.
My number
Mark
5.
it down.
My number 5, I got Mr. Jonathan Taylor. I feel like you're going to see a lot more out of Anthony Richardson this year. You know, he was hurt last year, obviously. So I feel like they're going to be.
Dude, you're literally making fun of me for picking Derrick Henry because they got Lamar Jackson who runs and passes. That's all Anthony Richardson does.
Bro, Lamar Jackson is a top 3 quarterback in the NFL. I mean,
And
or
Anthony
four,
Richardson in fantasy is going to be a top 5 this year probably. As long as he stays healthy.
I don't know.
I'm telling you, dude.
He'll be up there. He could be top 5. I mean, if you watch my TikTok, you heard me say that. He could be top 5. But I got JT 5.
I feel like Derrick Henry and JT is like almost in the same situation.
Well,
Look at the receivers.
Lamar's better than.
Well, except the
Anthony
tight
Richardson.
end. I guess
Come on.
Mark Andrews is there. But you got Michael Pittman, Zay Flowers. Michael Pittman all day.
I have Jonathan Taylor 5 because he's top 5 both seasons that he has been healthy. I couldn't take that away from him. And he's one of the best running backs in the league. Like, if this is a running back list, he's top 5. So, JT, I had number 5. Do you not have JT?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And number 4.
Oh, okay. Number 4, you got JT. Okay.
Yeah, JT 4.
I
I
got
got John
your,
Taylor 4. He's going to dog out.
I got your boy Travis Etienne at number 4. I feel like the Jags are going to rely on their run game heavy because they're going to realize there's no pass game there. I'm sorry, I'm not the biggest fan of T-Law, and he's got Calvin Ridley, Brian Thomas Jr., and, it's going to be a
There's a
toss
sleeper for you right there.
with the wide receiver 3s and 4s. You like Brian Thomas? Yeah, he can. He's definitely a deep threat for sure.
Oh, he don't drop the ball. Catch. Just stick your fingers.
So you think Brian Thomas will be that wide receiver 1, huh?
No, but he'll be right there. I think he's gonna do really good this year. But
Okay.
that's my little sleeper on my fantasy right there, at the end of the draft. I can't wait for my draft.
We got our fantasy draft on
Saturday.
The Saturday after this is uploaded. So
Hell yeah!
we're definitely excited to talk fantasy with you guys. We'll move on to number 3, our top 3 list. Number 3, who you got?
I got Bijan Robinson.
I also got Bijan. He's gonna see a lot more dual threat. You know what I mean? Last year he didn't play too much because they had no quarterback. They knew that they weren't making the playoffs, so why risk our superstar.
Right. Which kind of made me mad a little bit, but whatever. I was still trying to. I like him playing. I don't agree with all that bull crap, but it is what it is. They're going to work. They're
got
going
bees on it.
like they're going to work on him hard this year. He needs to be out there playing because the kid's a beast. I got him at 3.
Yeah, he's gonna have a lot more touches this year. And he's so good. He's so good. Oh my God, it's filthy. Like probably the best skill running back in the league when it comes to like juke moves and spin moves. The dude
Making you
like,
miss.
He looks like he's playing Madden in real life, bro. It's like mind blowing. Well, let's finish our top 2 here. Move on. Number 2, I got CMC. Number 1, I got Breece Hall. I got CMC 2 because he's never had a back-to-back first running back in fantasy ever in his career. He's had a couple first place spots in that next series, top 3, top 5 or so. So I feel like he'll be number 2, especially with Brock Purdy, how he did last season. They're going to be able to rely on him a lot more in the pass game as to last year. They were, getting used to Brock, seeing if he was able to manage, and obviously he showed that he was able to manage.
Purdy is duty.
And I got Breece number 1 because the dude's a dual threat. He can catch the ball. I mean, I've seen it.
I love Breece.
And, with Rodgers this year.
Go shoes back.
Yeah. Dude,
Back again.
Breece was number 2 last year. I feel like he's destined for number 1 with the passing and Rodgers loves Breece. And, they're definitely going to be taking not as much workload towards Rodgers. I feel like it's going to be heavy on Breece Hall, and with the run and his pass ability.
I think they're probably going to be like 60-40 on the run pass.
Run 60.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even though they got Rodgers healthy and he's like the best thrower of the ball ever to step on the field, but
oh man. So your top 2?
yeah, mine's Breece and McCaffrey. I got opposite of him.
CMC back-to-back RB1s.
He's unstoppable.
He's the best running back in the world, but
And I mean, I don't know. He's got the best lineman in the world. I just don't see McCaffrey losing that top spot. I'm giving it to
I'm
McCaffrey.
gonna talk about a guy with hammy issues. He's got them right now.
Yeah, no, I've seen that, but he'll just take the shot and he'll be fine. But yeah, I got Breece Hall at 2nd and McCaffrey at 1st. Like you said, Breece Hall, he's gonna get a lot of workload this year. They seen what he did last year. I mean, they're going to depend on this kid. I love Breece Hall, man.
I did too.
He's going to be so good.
If you're not a Breece Hall fan, then you're just a hater.
You just don't like sports. I mean,
You're just a hater, dog.
just like go watch golf.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, I got Breece Hall, McCaffrey. McCaffrey's number 1.
There you have it, our RB list, guys that we think could be top 10. Hope you guys win your leagues. We'll move on to
As long as
tight
we're in
end.
our league.
We'll go a little faster with the tight ends because tight ends was a little hard to even come up with top 10. There's only 3 guys. Like obviously Hawkinson would be top 10, but he's out 6 weeks of regular season, so
Yeah,
he's not going to be there.
He can't be there. Can't put him on there.
Yeah, no. My 3 honorable mentions are Brock Bowers, David Njoku, actually 4, Pat Freiermuth, and Luke Musgrave. I feel like those 4 guys could be top 10, but I don't have them in my top 10 list, personally. You don't think? You don't think those guys could be top 10?
And I can't say it now because I've seen your list. But once we go through the wide receivers and all that, I got to point something out.
Okay. I guess he's peeking at my list over here.
No, I'm just saying that there's 2 things on there that just on yours it just don't make sense, man.
Call it out. That's what we're doing this for.
Well, I
talking
mean,
about.
I mean, once
Well,
we get to
that point.
once we get to that point,
All right,
I'm
all
gonna
right.
call it out. So just be
I
patient.
feel
Just
like
be patient.
I feel like Njoku, both of his
Oh,
healthy
I love
seasons,
Brock Bowers, man. God,
Njoku, both of his healthy seasons, he's a top 10 tight end.
I was hoping we got Brock Bowers. That would have been awesome, but
The Bengals.
yeah, I'm good with Gesicki. I'm good with it.
Gesicki's the best tight end Burrow's ever had. Burrow's the best quarterback Gesicki's ever had. They're gonna do great. But yeah, like I said, Njoku, Bowers, Freiermuth, Musgrave. I think any of those guys could reach that top 10 this year, but I got them a little outside of there. So my number 10, I got Cole Kmet. Top 10 tight end, back-to-back seasons, struggling QB. I feel like I had to put him in there.
There's no Colts Kmet's on my list.
No Cole Kmet on your list.
No, I got Kyle Pitts number 10. They got Kirk Cousins over there. He's about to bounce back. His rookie year, he had over 1,000 yards. Last year, he was doo-doo stain. But this year, with Kirk Cousins, Drake London, Darnell Mooney, let's go.
I agree.
I like Kyle Pitts.
Kirk likes his tight ends too.
He likes his tight ends, man. I'm telling you, Kyle Pitts.
Pitts is gonna have a good
Kyle
season.
Pitts will get 800 yards at least
He'll have
this
a
year.
good season for sure. I'm excited.
And 800 yards for a tight end
I
is
feel like
good.
10 is too low.
Well, for Kyle Pitts?
Yeah,
Nah, he ain't better than the 9 I got.
I like him a little higher. Number 9. It's gonna surprise
Who
a
was
lot
your
of
10 again?
Cole Kmet.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, he was technically top 8 tight end if we want to be technical. Back-to-back seasons with.
Well, I mean, they got the
You
same
know,
caliber
yeah,
of quarterback over there, so, I mean, it's just going to be the same team.
I don't know what to say to that at all. Saying that Caleb and Fields are the same is crazy to me. But we'll get to that. Number 9, this might surprise some people. Probably what he noticed about my list that he didn't like was Mark Andrews. I got Mark Andrews at my number 9. Obviously, he's been a top 5 tight end all of his healthy seasons with Lamar. But Lamar's got guys he can trust now. He trusts Zay Flowers. He trusts these Rashad Bateman. He trusts these guys. You're going to see a lot more Derrick Henry, or a lot of Derrick Henry as well. And like I said, he got hurt last year. Isaiah Likely came in.
He did great.
He did great. You're going to see a lot of double tight end sets. He can trust Likely. He can trust Zay. He can trust Bateman. And he's never had that in his career. This is why Mark
Andrews is his number 1 receiver on the team.
I mean, if you ask Lamar, he says that's my wide receiver 1. But I mean, that's what he said last year before he had his Zay Flowers. So, he's got guys that he can throw the ball to. I feel like expecting him to have another top 3 season is a little stretched because he's 30.
Something I want to say is, when Mark Andrews was in the game, Zay Flowers got 9 points per week on fantasy. As soon as Mark Andrews got hurt,
rookie year.
he went up to 16 points a week.
Yeah.
With Mark Andrews, Isaiah Likely, he's a double threat. And Zay Flowers ain't going to be that good. Mark my words, don't pick him.
That's one of Dad's stayaways. I don't have him on my booms, on my bus, or in my top 10. I feel like he's a guy that's just going to be floating.
I just feel like they really seen what Likely was like.
Yeah, that's
And
why
then now
I'm
they got
telling
Mark
you they're going to
Andrews
have
and
a
Likely.
lot of them double tight end
Right,
sets.
that's going to take Zay Flowers' production down big time.
I think he's going to be right where he was last year, around that 20 to 25 spot. I don't think he's going to decline heavy, but I mean, if you want,
I ain't taking
I wouldn't.
I'm not
draft him.
taking this skill away from Zay
Honestly,
Flowers.
I probably wouldn't draft him either. I mean, you got Derrick Henry there,
Yeah, I mean, I'm
his
not
tight
taking
ends
Zay
that he
Flowers'
trusts.
skills away, but he's a good receiver. Don't get me wrong. But man, it's just some.
I feel like these 8 guys ahead that I have ahead of Andrews are just in a little bit better situations when it comes to no one else on that other side.
So you had Mark Andrews at 9.
I have him at 9. Yes,
That's crazy. I got Dallas Goedert at 9.
I didn't even make my list. He's one of my. We're gonna do Boomer Bust for later on, and that's one of my busts this year. Dallas Goedert.
I mean, there's only one guy on my list that I kind of regret not really trying to get him on there.
Who?
Is Jake Ferguson.
You don't have him on there?
No.
Jake Ferguson. You're talking about the guy who was tight end 6 last year as a rookie.
Yeah, that's what I'm.
That doesn't
kind
even
of
make. It doesn't even make sense.
whatever.
That don't even make sense.
There's 10 players on here that's better.
No, there's not. There's not 5 better. What are you talking about?
Oh my god.
What are you talking about? Jay Ferg? The hate is going crazy right now. All I hear is hate in my ear. Hate.
You literally
Haterade.
just said.
On a
You
haterade?
literally just said
Are you sipping on a haterade?
to me earlier that Dak only has CD. Now you got Jake Ferguson in
Talking
the top
about
5.
wide receivers, bro.
He,
Name another one other than
who
CD
else
on that
catches
team.
the ball? Does a tight end catch a ball?
Yes.
Okay,
but
then.
name another receiver on that team other than CD. Exactly. That's my point. Exactly my point. CD is not a happy man right now. Not a very happy camper. If they don't pay him, he'll miss at least those first 3 weeks till he sees that $200,000 gone out of his bank account. But because the NFL changed their rules, man, it's $80,000 a game. $80,000 a game if you sit with no injury. That's a lot of doshki.
It is.
Even for rich people.
But at the same time, you're there for a reason. not crybabying. Play your game, or you
They-
get your money to it.
CD got offered $33 million a year, and he turned it down to that's too low for his caliber. I swear. Reports came out the other day. I was literally everyone was tweeting about it. Ian Rappaport, all them guys, they were all tweeting about it. $33 million a year, turn it down. Not his caliber. He's trying to really get paid. Like I'm Jettis numbers. So, Jerry Jones. I don't know if he's gonna do that. I really don't know if he's gonna do that. If you want to keep him though, you got to. I mean, it's just hard because Dak's up for $60 million a year, which is goofy. But the market just keeps climbing.
I think the
I
market's
don't get
way
it.
too high.
Oh, it's definitely way too high. But we're getting a little off topic here. 9 Dallas Goedert, a guy who has never even been a top 10 tight end in fantasy. It's interesting. It's very interesting. That's why he's one of my busts. He's never even been top 10. Saquon's there now, the best running back they ever had. Smitty, AJ Brown. I don't know. That's an interesting pick there,
Yeah.
especially over Jake Ferguson.
Yeah,
But you said you regret it. It's all right. We'll let you have a pass.
Yeah.
We'll let you have a pass.
Yeah.
You should have just said his name instead of Goddard's name.
No, I'm not doing that.
Oh man. Number 8, I got Kyle Pitts. Kirk loves his tight ends. He's never had a top 10 tight end season, and I feel like he will this year. I mean, if he don't this year, then it's
happening.
Yeah, I don't see. I don't see him. He could be top 5 with his skill set. He literally runs like a receiver, so he could be top 5 with his skill set. Who's your 8?
My 8's Njoku.
Njoku, yeah, when healthy, dude, back 2 top 10 seasons. Like I said, honorable mention there.
Yeah, I don't know. I just see it. But they do got some weapons over there, so I just feel like the weapons are gonna get stuck, and Njoku's just gonna be sitting there like boop boop.
Yeah, like if this was a top 10 tight ends list, he'd definitely be on my list. Like just normal tight ends, he can block, he can
Right.
catch. There's nothing
Right.
the dude can't do.
Right.
But yeah, I have him right outside my top 10. I really like the tight ends this year. I feel like there's 10 to 12 tight ends.
Like when you
can
really
pick.
look at the list and you're making your list, like there's so many good tight ends. There really is.
Yeah, there is.
I was excited about it, really.
Number 7, I got Dalton Kincaid. Allen's number 1 this year, in my opinion. He's got Keon Coleman, a few other guys over there. But, Josh Allen makes stuff happen. He makes some throws. And I feel like he's going to be finding Kincaid a lot because they don't have too many guys over there. And they're relying heavy on, it's literally Khalil Shakir, Keon Coleman, Kincaid, Knox, one of them guys is going to blow up, and I feel like it'll be Kincaid. I feel like he could even be further than 7 this year. But I have him 7 because Dawson Knox is still there, so he'll get his. Knox gets his. He always does.
I mean, I think they're going to use Kincaid more, but
I do too.
my 7's Evan Ingram.
Okay. The top
He's
5 back-to-back seasons.
He's not like you won't see him in the top 3 or nothing like that, but he's gonna be right in the middle like he always has been. He's productive. He catches the ball good. He's very dependable. Very Trevor Lawrence likes him. He's very confident in himself.
Yeah, top 5 tight end back-to-back seasons, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But I just couldn't put him above my other guys. So, but yeah, I got Evan Ingram at 7.
That brings me to number 6. That's what I got. Evan Ingram there at number 6. Like I said, top 5 back-to-back seasons, but these 5 guys ahead of him, I couldn't put them above them 5. So that's my 6.
My 6 is George Kittle.
Skittles. Bro,
Kittle.
You know that Kittle was the second best tight end in fantasy last year. I did not realize that. I did not realize that.
Well, it's because Mark Andrews is out.
Well, Kittle's been top 5 in fantasy in 6 of his 7 seasons in the NFL.
Yeah, and I got him at 6, and you got him at what?
5.
Oh, that's your next one?
I couldn't break him out of my top 5 because of his top 5 in 6 of 7 seasons. I felt like it was a little disrespectful. Kittle gets his. He always does. He'll get open. Purdy will find him. And yeah, I like Kittle. I got him 5.
And that's where I switched ours. Mine got Kincaid above Kittle because I think Kincaid is going to blow up this year. I think his hands are ridiculous. they have nobody else. They got a rookie, Keon Coleman, who everybody's going to jump on his ball sack, but I don't know if he's going to do anything or not. We don't know. But we see what Kincaid can do with catching the ball. So I think he's going to be basically their number one. So I put him right above Kittle. I was really debating it because I was over here thinking about it, but I got him in there. I got to. I did it. I know a lot of people won't agree with it, but I did it.
Kincaid. Yeah, he's going to have a great year.
I think he is.
He's going to have a great year. Number 4, the man you somehow had off your list, Jake Ferguson. He'll have a full workload, weak wide receiver room. Who else is there other than him and CD? You tell me in the comments. You gotta go to Google. You literally gotta go to Google. So, there's no one else for Dak to throw the ball to. Their running back one is Ezekiel Elliott. So, hey, the Cowboys are. Let's hope their defense can win them some games. That's all I'm gonna say. Jake Ferguson's my number 4. I feel like that's pretty obvious.
Yeah, no. We're gonna go with Sam Laporta. Is my number 4. It's just
tight end one last year as a rookie.
That's what I'm saying.
That's number 4.
Yeah.
Okay, it's interesting.
Yeah. What do you mean? It's interesting. I know it is. That's why I put him at 4. I couldn't put Sam Laporta above these other 3 guys, and because he's not better than these 3 guys. So, but he's I think with Jameson Williams, just showing what he can do. And, you know,
in college, Jameson
and
Williams.
Amon-Ra, come on. I just don't see Laporta getting as many. I don't know, man. And they got 2 running back duos. Laporta is just going to be there to mostly block.
He was still tight.
And be like, yeah, whatever. It ain't happening this year. That's why he's at 4. I can't put him above these 3. There's just no way. No way.
No way, huh?
No way.
Man. That's crazy. Number 3, I got Trey McBride. In my opinion, their wide receiver too. Marvin Harrison's there. Greg Dortch, Michael Wilson, Greg Dortch has been the training camp MVP. The dude's highlights that he's had they've been insane. I don't know how much you've been paying attention to Cardinals training camp. But he was 7th tight end last year with a backup. And and he had an injury. So having him not in top 3 is crazy to me. I feel like McBride is definitely a top 3 tight end with Kyler Murray healthy, and like I said, there's not many other guys over there other than him and Marv. So
this is where I'm gonna get my hate.
What?
Travis Kelce, number 3.
I
got Travis Kelce 3. Especially if Rice don't get suspended, the receivers are they're so fast and they're gonna get open so easily. I just don't see Kelce getting the production like he usually gets. That's why I got him at 3. But still, it's Kelce. I mean, he's the best tight. Honestly, he'll go down when his career is over. Probably the best tight end ever played a freaking game, which I hate because I hate Kansas City and I hate Kelce. I think I love his brother, but I can't stand Travis Kelce. Can't stand him. But I can't take away his skill though.
I love you, Trav.
I can't take away his skill and how good he is. He's garbage as a person.
This is me singing Taylor Swift.
That just makes you even worse. I'm gonna not do the next podcast if he says that again. And then I'm just kidding. But yeah, I got Kelce at 3 because I couldn't put him above these next 2.
Hey, I respect it. He's definitely top 3. At least you have him top 3. Number 2, I got Mr. Sam Laporta.
I shouldn't be on here if he got Kelce's top 3.
Yeah, for sure. At number 2, I got Sam Laporta. Tight end 1 in fantasy last year. I don't know why you're going to your face. Say your thoughts. Say your feelings, son.
I already said my feelings. I said Laporta before Kelce. I told you my feelings.
Sam Laporta.
Just rewind it about 5 minutes. You'll see my feelings.
With his double RB set, with Amon-Ra, he was the number 1 tight end last year in fantasy. I can't knock him at a top 2. I feel like there's no tight end obviously George Kittle. I just respect George Kittle real quick. But there's no tight end with their type of receiving skill set. Laporta and Travis Kelce, in my opinion. They can find those open spaces like receivers, like those soft spots for their quarterback. Like when they're in tough positions, they're clogged up by corners or linebackers, safeties, whoever's guarding them. They can find those soft spots. You've seen it a lot with Laporta. I feel like there were so many flashes of Travis Kelce in his game that I don't know. I couldn't put one of them guys above him. I couldn't let myself do it. I almost put him number one again, but I couldn't let myself do it.
Guess who's back? Mark Andrews is back. Number 2, Mark Andrews. He's back. He's gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna say. Let me put it out here like this. If he stays healthy all year, I'm gonna say 1,100 yards and 11 touchdowns by a tight end. Look at him. Woo. Double-digit touchdowns, over 1,000 yards. Mark my words. I had him for 3 years in fantasy. The first 2 years, he was number 1. Then he got hurt last year, so he didn't get to make number 1, or he would have. So, Mark Andrews is just
Before
different.
he was hurt, he was like tight end 7. What are you on about?
No.
Yeah,
No.
he was.
Dude was absolutely.
I was literally just looking at it
He was
last
winning me
night.
games. He was winning me games. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Mark Andrews is back. I don't care what he says. We're gonna have our disagreements.
I
Mark
have him
Andrews
in
is back.
top 10. I just don't
He's-
have him in my top 5.
Oh no, he's definitely top 5, and not having him in the top 5 is absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, on a normal list, not a fantasy list.
No, a fantasy list. I know what this is. This is not a normal. It's a fantasy list. My fantasy list. Mark Andrews, I got your back. Even though I hate Baltimore, but I got your back.
your number 1 is Trey McBride.
Trey Mother effing McBride.
Okay,
It's about to blow
I
up.
like that. I got him 3. I mean,
This
Same.
kid, I'm
Top
telling you
3.
what, man. I love this. I don't know what it is. I think he's gonna be good.
yeah, my number 1, I got Mr. Travis Kelce.
Of course you do.
He's their wide receiver 1, always will be, as long as he's there. Brown's hurt for those first 4 to 6 weeks. Rashee Rice could go up for suspension. And, Xavier Worthy is a rookie. So, I mean,
Yeah,
he's going to be looking for Kelce those first 5, 6 weeks.
Oh, Kelsey will get a heavy
Kelsey's-
workload if Rice is out. If Rice ain't out, Rice is good, man.
In my opinion, regardless, those first 6 weeks without Marquise Brown, he's going to get an insane amount of production.
I don't know,
And
Xavier
he's going
Worthy
to keep
and
up his
Rashee
production
Rice,
the rest
I mean-
of the year. He's Travis Kelce.
Yeah.
Like, I have to have him 1.
I'm hoping he retires after this year.
He's not retiring.
He needs to
That's a long hope there.
go on somewhere.
I feel like this is the last year. I feel like Kelce knows this is his last year being full Kelce. You know what I mean? Like, this is the last year he can really go out there and be fully him. He's 30 years old. By the time we get next year, he's going to be going on 32. His birthday's during the season. So it's like,
Well, how far away is out of this country to Kansas City?
what? What are you saying?
Just answer that question.
How far? What? Wait, I don't think I understood the question. What'd you say?
How far is Kansas City
From this country?
to out of this country?
I don't get it.
Because I don't know how you could travel from out of this country to Kansas City to practice, be with your team, and all that. Because he's leaving the country. You didn't hear that?
Oh, Taylor Swift? What are you talking
Him and Taylor Swift's leaving the country.
about? What is he on about, dude?
I'm
He
just saying.
supports his shoddy like she supports him. That's my opinion on that situation. I feel like if you hate on that, you ain't got nothing.
No, I ain't hating on him supporting his shouty. I'm just saying. I'm not gonna get into what I want to explain because it's stupid and it's political, so I'm not gonna do it. But Trey McBride, you're the man this year, baby.
I actually like that. I love that. Trey McBride one. He can definitely be one.
Guess
Especially,
what? And
dude,
guess what? You're gonna be on my team this year, baby.
if Kyler's healthy all year, stays
solid.
healthy all year,
Solid.
he could be tight end 1. I like that take. I really do like that take.
I know he's gonna
There's
be on my
no-
team, so it's gonna be even better.
I mean, maybe.
Because I'm not letting him slip. I'm not gonna let him slip.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe. I mean, maybe.
And if
You
I
wanna
don't
keep
get him,
You
guess
sure
who
no
else
one's
I'm
keeping him?
getting? Okay, if I don't get him, guess who else I'm getting?
Who?
My number 2, baby. Guess who's back? Mark Andrews back.
He's in the pool. Are you sure McBride will be back in the pool?
Ain't nobody keeping Trey McBride.
Why not? He went for like $10 last
I don't know.
year.
I gotta
That's
see
bad.
who had him.
Yeah, I was gonna say Laporta's getting kept by Alex. He paid $12 for a tight end 1.
So he's keeping Laporta and Wilson,
Yeah, he told me Wilson's guarantee.
and then
He got Garrett Wilson, a top 10 wide receiver, for $4, and a Laporta, top 1 tight end last year, for $12. That's $16. He's got guys that are top. of
sorry,
their-
Alex, you're not in the league next year. Wilson's getting back in the pool.
Just for Garrett
We
Wilson.
found a replacement.
Just for Garrett Wilson. That's hilarious. But yeah, we ran a little long on this, so we're gonna split this into 2 parts. So I guess you guys are getting 3 episodes this week. We'll do this one as the RB and tight end rankings, and then our next one as our QB wide receiver, because that one's gonna be juicy.
Yeah, it is.
It's gonna be straight juicy. And then we're gonna have our division predictions after that for y'all boys and girls watching the Thread the Laces. We appreciate you guys if you have watched this far. It means a lot to me personally, and I know to him as well. So if you watch this far, give us a like. Share with your buddies. Leave us a comment what you think. If you think there's a guy on the list that we didn't mention, or
Future analyst right here, boys.
hey, that's the dream. That's the goal. And I'm not gonna stop.
I'm not going that route. I'm a carpet layer.
I'm not gonna stop till I can make that happen. But
That's all I want to hear. Determined, dude. He's determined.
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, any fantasy friends, any football fans, we'll be here every single week, making content, posting podcasts, and yeah, man, we appreciate all you guys. Hit that like, hit that sub, follow us on all socials at They're the Laces, at Nate's Takes for me, and yeah, we appreciate you guys.
Yeah, really get on Nate's Takes. Like he's on a roll right now.
I'm trying, man. I'm trying to grow the X and the TikTok. That's where I'm most well, in my Instagram as well, but I got decent on there. I mean, yeah, follow me on everything. That would be dope. I post a lot more content on there. Obviously, it's my personal account.
Right.
So yeah, you'll see a lot, especially fancy content, like guys that I'm not talking about top 10 guys mostly on my X and things like that, because I'm trying to actually help you guys win. I want you guys to win your leagues like me. You know what I'm saying?
Well, a win is coming first. He has not done that, so he's not a winner.
In your league, bro.
Let's move in.
In your league. I was
move
still in
on.
the championship. Let's
move on.
Still in the championship. I think it's pretty crazy. First year in the league, got third. Second year, got second.
I think it is too.
There's some guys that have been in your league for a decade, never even made the finals. So,
yeah, that's true.
you know, just saying.
I've been in there 10 years and won 3 times. 3-time winner.
I told him I'd be.
Oh, who learns from that?
I told him by that 10 years, I will have more than him.
No,
But we'll see.
Never.
By the time I reach year 10,
I ain't
we're
gonna
in year
get. Like
3.
I'm not gonna get no more in the next 10.
Not if I have something to say about it.
Nah.
We're in year 3 now. I'm winning this year. I'm fully determined. There's no way. I've done more research this year than I did last year. And I was in the finals of all my stuff.
Look, everybody who watches
I know
yawning.
what to do.
They're like yawning right now. I can see it through the phone. I can see it.
All right, we'll let y'all go. We'll let y'all yawners go. I appreciate you guys, and yeah, we will see you in the next episode.
Peace.